I love retro video games, and I also love mallet percussion, so I decided to use this channel to combine both worlds. So join me in my journey as I try to experience the joy of two major things in my life. Alright, y'all. So this is the game, Speed Punks. Kind of a Mario Kart clone. There were a lot of Mario Kart clones back then, but I think this is one of the few that actually did it well. Some people say the music isn't memorable, but those people are tripping. Music definitely stood out in my mind. Alright, so who do I want to use? You know what, I'll just go with my boy Beamer. Last time I played this, I unlocked everything, so all the characters are unlocked. So, since we're doing an arrangement of the city theme, we're just gonna do all the city stages. I don't know if I want to. You know what? I'll just do them in order. Cool. Nice and simple. 3 stages. No problem. There we go. So, what I love most about this, and you guys have probably seen it in my live stream, is. Sorry, I had to focus, and I didn't even get it. But I love that the way this song starts is on the and beat, but it feels like it's on the downbeat. Bear with me, y'all. It's been a minute since I played. I gotta get my feel back. Oh, really? And then it comes back together on the downbeat. Oh, I didn't do this with gold wheels. That's alright. So, the major challenge with this is probably going to be finding something to fill that space with of that repetitive tune. Like, it works here because you have the noise and chaos going on of the game. But when it's just the music, the groove is fun. But when your ear is searching for something else, you gotta keep the listener's ear engaged somehow. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna, I don't know, have some kind of synth solo or something. Look at that! I'm already watching everybody. I'll tell you what, even though it's a simple chord progression, there's a lot you can still do with it. That's kind of why I want to take this. I wanted to take this project on. Nope, no popping me today. Still haven't had to use my potion. I think that spot right there, I probably want to. I don't know if I want to have that happen during the groove. Oh, crap. I didn't know what I was going to do. I'm so far ahead, I'll just go on the regular track. But yeah, that's a shortcut that everybody takes to kind of show you that, like, shortcuts happen. Shortcuts are programmed in the game, unlike Mario Kart 64. Oh, did I say that out loud? Yeah, I did. Alright. And fly! That's it. Game over. Or race over. Nice, nice. Alright, y'all. So here's what I decided to do for this. So I decided to, instead of start right off the bat with the offbeat downbeat, I think that's what I'm going to call it, which is what I put here. I decided to start off with a version of the melody, bum, 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 ba-da, bum, 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 ba-da, bum, bum. But I decided to make it a little bit more grand, a little bit more epic, and kind of just almost like busting through the window, kind of in your face kind of sound. So it starts out with a drum solo, which I don't know. Maybe I can find a drum set player to solo this, but for now it's just silence, and I put like car sounds in the original version of this, even though we won't hear them this time. But yeah, any drum set players want to solo over this, that'd be cool. But yeah, here's what this beginning part sounds like. A little call and response there from Vibes to Marimbus. And then this sets up the tempo. Yeah. So yeah, I like I tend to have this. I don't know. Maybe this is a thing that I do, or I don't know what I would call it, but I like being able to transition faster tempos or slower tempos through I guess time signature modulations. So I don't know what you would call that, but basically what happens here is this quarter note here, or actually, yeah. So these dotted quarter notes here become the quarter notes here, and if I were to ever go back, the quarter note triplet of the this tempo becomes the quarter note of this tempo. So some fancy math there, but I think it's really cool and it flows pretty well. So yeah, essentially, and I think I might change this because I kind of know what to expect, and I might change this in the click track to just have it be quarter notes because the click track right now it subdivides the eighth note or the yeah the essentially the eighth note triplet, but the eighth note of the older tempo, and I got to get used to filling the eighth note of the new tempo, especially when I get to here and I have to be ready for that end count. Okay. It's this is weird. There we go. All right, y'all. My brain's fried. I'm gonna go ahead and call it. All right, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, you see how that kind of throws you off a little bit? I'm gonna get this perfect start, y'all. I don't know what's going on with my reaction time. Whoa, my goodness. I've talked about this in ooh, I'll take that. Alright, let's be strategic. Alright. Let's go ahead and go on the regular stage. Just to show you what it looks like. And also so I can do that. So this part right here, I'm going to actually do... I'm going to kind of do a dual responsibilities with my hands on the marimba. One hand's going to be decrescendoing chords, double stop chords, while the other hand is playing the melody. And as I've been practicing it, it's actually not too difficult. It's basically what you have to do is just have a good mastery of your flams and being able to transition from double stops to flams, essentially. And as I listen back to it and as I've been practicing it, it doesn't sound like the hits are off. Like, you're thinking of it as a flam. Oh boy. You think of it as a flam, but as it's being played, it doesn't necessarily sound like a flam because the melody is so predominant. And I'm really making a huge effort to make sure that left hand gets out of the way. Whoa, that's the first time I've seen that happen. Usually I'm able to avoid that. But yeah, you guys are going to see it later in the video, but one thing that gave me the most trouble is figuring out the coordination of the beginning. Especially the part that goes while having that same rhythm going in the right hand. Oh Lord, okay. Cool. Hey, sometimes we miss, y'all. Sometimes we miss. I think I'm gonna put a marimba solo in here too, just to kind of fill it out a little bit more. Yeah, I like that. All right, come on, last lap. Let's get the shortcut, y'all. Cool. Ain't trying to deal with no taps. Boom, bam. Too easy. But yeah, y'all, this is a game that I played a lot in my childhood. It sucks that nobody's heard of it, or like not a lot of people have heard of it. But man, I love this game. I love the music. So, like I mentioned before, the very start of this, it sounds like it's on a downbeat because there's that constant bum 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 bum. And only you don't realize it until much later that when the beat is actually added in, that consistent drone hit is on the offbeat. So yeah, sounds like this. So we think this is the downbeat. This feels like a downbeat, and all of a sudden it's the offbeat. So this part right here gave me so much trouble. I wrote it and I was like, yeah, that's easy. Simple rhythms. Just have to figure out how they mesh together. It took me so long to figure out how they mesh together. So, yeah, a little synth solo here. I might play it. Might not. I don't know. So yeah, there's that consistent offbeat eighth note still through all of this. But yeah, I like what I did here as far as just filling in the space and just kind of make it keeping it interesting. So yeah, I don't know. Probably when I record this, I'm probably maybe I'll play. I'm still on the fence about playing it, but I know for sure you're gonna see me have a little fun with this. So yeah. So then we move on to over here. So this is the spot that I thought I was gonna have the most trouble with, but honestly, like I mentioned earlier, it's all it is just going from double stops to flams. Yeah. So yeah, this wasn't so bad. The only major challenge is right here. This this A and C. It's like a weird angle. You'll see it when I practice it. But yeah, sounds like this. I also decided to have the marimbas be unison, but in their left hand, they're actually playing two different sets of two notes. So it sounds a little bit forward. And then they jump to octaves here. So marimba two drops down the octave, while the vibraphones join in on that same melody. Now, this isn't quite what's in the song, but it's just kind of what I hear, if that makes sense. And I think it still works. Loosen up! Loosen up! I'm sitting here hanging on for dear life, and it's only 100. Sorry, it's only 110, and I'm sitting here holding on for dear life. My left hand screaming, help me! My left hand. Like, what we doing? It's like that scene in Family Guy where there's a construction worker down in the legs, and the legs is all like, what's he doing? Running? What? All the construction workers in my left hand are like, what's he doing? Trying to play fast. What? The struggle is real. The struggle is real. All right. Sorry, I'm trying to give myself a little bit of a break. Just dabble. Let's get back to it. I mean, if anything, I could just be like, and then, you know, the power of video editing, instead of trying to play it all out. I love the gameplay quality. It's just a fun game. Also, fun fact, it's called Speed Freaks out in Europe. In the UK. And it's something. So yeah, that part right there, that was deceptively challenging. For me trying to learn it. And then, yeah, this stage is just all shortcuts all day. Woo! Yep. It's all part of the plan, even though I'm hitting all kinds of walls. Oh, shit. Oh, screw you. That's alright. This one might be a little tougher, y'all. Such a simple melody, but I love it. Ooh. Aw, you little... Aw, come on. Really? There we go. That's what I was trying to do. Kinda. Woo! Ooh, those things make me nervous. Don't hit me, don't hit me! Okay, thank goodness. Okay. I see my boost is filled up. Turbo's filled up. Oh my god. Yeah, this is the hard mode stage, so they love to spam their weapons. Easy. Oh god. Damn it. Bro. Whew, at least I can avoid that thing. Rainbow Vortex of Doom. But yeah, you guys will see the process. I basically, what I did was to try to figure out that rhythm in the beginning. Was I kind of wrote it out in a way so basically it was like one note, and I put the entire rhythm from both hands on one note. And then what I did was when it was one note, or I would put the left hand on one note, on another note, and put the right hand on another note. And then when it's that one note that I started with, I that was both hands. Come on. Not today. No pops today. And I basically just slowed it down to like, I want to say I put it down to like 60. And then I eventually, I still struggle with like changing, when I have to change chords essentially. But I think I got it down. Well, we'll see. Well, there we go. So now we get into the marimba solo. Starts out with a one-handed uh, back and forth single independent sort of thing, and then we get into this little four bar phrase. I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, and then we take the groove out here, and we go to that more lush section that I talked about taking the beat out on. So this right here is a little bit of a mix of yeah, it's I forgot where I got the inspiration for that from, but it's kind of a mix of and you'll hear it in the gameplay. Um, I encourage you to go back and listen to it, but in the gameplay, there's this moment where they're just going while at the same time it's reiterating the bum 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 ba da bum bum melody here. So yeah, I thought it was a cool mix. I think what I'm probably gonna do, well, I'll keep looking at it and see, but it's pretty quick. And just kind of as I've been looking at it, it's something. So I don't know. I'll see what I can do for that. And then the end of it goes into some fives, and then gonna have a sound effect at the end. So yeah, there you go. right, y'all. I think I got this as good as I could get it. I want to say one thing. This is not good. Okay? This is the best I can do. So if you like it, feel free to hit the like and subscribe button. If you don't, well, join me on my journey to get better. All right, y'all. Here we go.